Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss a controversy related to Election Commission of India and the affidavit filed in the Supreme Court. So Election Commission of India have stated that it is their constitutional duty under Article 324 and they have to ensure that only citizens are enrolled as voters and foreigners do not remain in the electoral roll or eligible for vote. So of course, this looks very much correct in intention, but the controversies about its process and the consequences. Now, again, let's come to the core concept here. Let's understand what is disenfranchisement, right? Let's first understand this word disenfranchisement. It means taking away a citizen's voting right in practice. So imagine this situation. You go to a polling booth and your name is not there in the list. What you feel helpless, you feel humiliated as a citizen, and you feel like you are excluded from the democracy. And that's exactly the fear behind the entire issue and the controversy. So let's understand what is the special intensive revision, SIR, and what is the dispute all about. So the Election Commission of India have conducted special intensive revision. That's an exercise to clean the voters list in Bihar. And before this, Assam had an NRC exercise. Now the issue is bigger, right? Election Commission of India want to clean electoral roll across the country. And the controversy have reached to the Supreme Court also. So the controversy is in the process of identifying foreigners and the duplicates, the genuine voters are also being deleted. And a deeper question is raised, that is it Election Commission of India's job to identify foreigners or not? Right now, if you look at ECI's Election Commission of India's defense and the criticism, what Election Commission of India says is we have to ensure not even one foreigner remains on the voter list. It's their constitutional obligation under Article 324. Okay, but again, see, in this process, what's actually happening is lakhs and lakhs of voters have been cut from the list. And you see, either they are foreigners or duplicate voters. That is actually the logic which has been offered. But there are two hard questions arise. See, if foreigners are present on the voter list, why were systems and the government so weak that these foreigners have entered and they stayed this long and even they got voter ID? How it happened? That's one question. And then even if intention is good, why innocent Indians losing their names from the list? So these two questions remain very much relevant. And this is not an intent problem. Intent is okay, fine. This is a method and fairness problem. How you are doing it and to what extent this is fair, this is actually the question here. So now again, the question is the Election Commission of India is becoming an executive body or not. There is a strong argument that when you're finding foreigners, or finding foreigners is primarily the work of whom? It is the police and the home ministry. So if Election Commission of India start doing this aggressively, then it's like it begins acting like an executive body and not a neutral constitutional authority. And that will actually risk the Election Commission of India's most valuable asset, which is neutrality. Right. So let's also discuss this concept of neutrality legacy from especially during TN session period 1991 to 1996. If you see between 91 to 96, TN session was a chief election commissioner, and before that, Election Commission of India was seen as toothless trigger or toothless tiger. Okay, so then during this period, that's when Election Commission became a roaring lion, right? So this 91-96 period is where you see massive transformations. What does that mean? Neutrality and authority that took decades to build. But such exercises, what you're doing now, that can put neutrality under suspicion. Right now, you're acting like an executive body, means your neutrality is actually going on. And there are civil society concerns, there are issues with documents, and there are fear going on, polarization issues there. So multiple criticism has been raised. So this exercise increased polarization, and this was actually creating fear environment. And people are being told that, bring documents first, then you will get voting rights, right? So see, many people are poor. Their literacy is also not high, right? Especially when you see in the rural areas, and the documents are often missing. So the fear is citizens may be excluded not due to guilt, but due to the paperwork. Now, the legal maxim used, I'll also discuss about that. So a key ethical legal logic, which I can discuss in this context is, let 10 criminals go free, but one innocent should not be punished, right? That's our legal principle, especially when it comes to the criminal laws. Now, here, that argument becomes, even if 10 foreigners escape, one genuine citizen should not lose the right to vote. So, if you can make a parallel like this is the parallel that you need, right? But the process is not respecting this principle, right? So, one single citizen should not lose his right to vote. But that's not the scenario now, right? And again, let's look at Article 324 in letter and spirit. What is Article 324 is all about? In fact, Article 324 give the Election Commission power to supervise election superintendents and give directions and control election-related decisions, right? So the ECI is focusing only on the letter. We have power, right? We have the power to conduct election and make sure that foreigners are not getting voted, but it's missing that not the spirit. So why power was given, that's missing. If you look at the spirit of the article, we need to see both letter and spirit. So power part and the spirit of the article is basically to strengthen democracy and conduct fair election every 5 years. But if their exercise, what they're doing is, if that is weakening democracy, how? By excluding the genuine voters, then that spirit is actually harmed. So you're talking about the power, you are actually missing the spirit, right? It's actually weakening democracy. This is a warning example, this Assam NRC. During this NRC in Assam, even genuine citizens, including ex-army officers, were left out because of the process and was not completed also properly. So the fear is genuine, and the fear is a flawed process can damage democracy, even if goals looks noble and the intent is genuine and all those things, right? So now, see, the question is whether the losing side trusts the process, right? So if the opposition and the citizens begin to feel that the referee, who's the referee here? The Election Commission of India is biased. Then what happens? As I told you in the beginning, that neutrality is gone, the trust collapses, and the entire game collapses, and that affects the democracy and the trust in the democracy, right? So you can compare it with judiciary. People accept judicial verdict. Why? Because they trust neutrality. Similarly, Election Commission of India must appear neutral. Now, Article 326 is also a concern, this adult suffrage. So, see, if this deletion process becomes so strict, then what will happen? As I discussed, the common people will suffer to prove that identity. And then it risks, becoming violation of Article 326, which in fact ensure adult suffrage, right? It's a constitutional right. 18 plus, if you have the voting rights. So the issues that we need to look at from exam perspective is, see, the intention is right, but the process is problematic. The way it is getting implemented is problematic. Secondly, Election Commission of India is not an executive body. So the identification of foreigners is not the core role of Election Commission of India. It should be done by Police and Home Ministry. Article 324 power exists, but focus must be on the spirit, not only letter. And not even one innocent voter should be excluded, even at the cost of 10 foreigners. So, see, there is we can say democracy's litmus test is trust in the referee. If Election Commission looks biased, then automatically democracy is getting weakened. So these are important points that I want to raise. So I hope you got some value. I see you in the next video. Thank you so much.